Do I have to hit that? No. I think so. Calling the Hill Toastmasters Club meeting number 176 to order. Good evening. Good evening once again. At the Hill, it's always baptism by fire. So clearly, this is my first time to stand in for the president. That's okay. This is my first time standing in for the president. But by the end of the meeting, you will actually get to realize that I'm in the safe hands of the best mentors of the club. Just to apologize, the president and the vice president and the rest of the exco are likely to be late. But that does not mean that the meeting will not go on. In fact, we are going to cruise very, very nicely. Just to recognize the exco in the meeting, we have the SAA. We also have our secretary. Probably just raise your hand so that they can get to see you. Our SAA. Just for our visitors, this is the sergeant at arms. And the role of the sergeant at arms is just to ensure that our protocols are well observed, that everything is well. He's trying to make sure that everything is running smoothly. Just to mention, he's the one who was in charge of setting everything up. And even as we are waiting for the TMOD, who I'm also learning that he's likely to run late, but not that late. I'm sure by the end of our introductions, he will be here. So I could just take this time to invite our guests, just by the show of hands. If this is your first time at the Hill, I promise you're not going to embarrass you. Sounds like church, right? Okay. I promise you're not going to embarrass you. Just by recognition of hands, if this is your first time at the Hill. Clear for them? And our members online, I can see Amara Maro, I can see Maggie Njoroge, Vanessa Moniki, who I believe should also be on the way. And also, that is to tell you, we usually have our meetings. Our meetings are hybrid. That means we have them online and also physical meetings. So for our visitors, feel at home. Probably just to make sure that you are in the safe place, I could like to invite the sergeant at arms to give us the meeting rooms so that we can feel at home. Just clap for him as he comes.
You're doing a great job, actually.
I'm in the same.
You're ready to be our next president now.
Absolutely.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening once again. Give me some energy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. First is to welcome you to the Hill Toastmasters. It's very lovely to see guests in our midst visiting Toastmasters. Today is going to be a wonderful meeting. My name is Kenneth Mararo, and I will be your SA for this session. So, first order of business is, I think you've already gone about it, taking cognizant of the guests that are in our midst. I don't know, online guests or rather from online who is visiting us for the first time. Anybody? Okay, great. So at the end of this session, we are going to give our guests just an opportunity to talk to us. Tell us how you found out about Toastmasters. Tell us how you found the session, and just give us objective feedback about our meeting. So secondly, uh, yeah, you got it. So secondly, are just a few ground rules. For those joining us online, please have your camera on if possible and maintain a non-destructive background, and have your microphones muted if you're not speaking or giving an evaluation. Those joining us physically, I know we still have some people setting up, but when we have someone making a speech, let us just avoid walking in and out of the room to maintain that non-destructive setup. Yeah, you really got me. Environment, and enjoy the meeting. Back to you.
Thank you so much. Wondering, tonight we are going to have a kind of unique meeting. The setups that you see right behind there, I'm sure the TMOD is not far away. Just for the visitors, the TMOD means the Toastmaster of the day. He's going to act like the MC. I've already seen him walking in. So even as you are giving time and room for his crew to set it up, so that we get to find out what is this all about. For our online audience, there's something happening behind the scenes. We have people who are setting up some equipment. That's to tell you about our theme tonight. So just still to recognize for those any new visitors who have come in beyond before I came, just feel most welcome. Also at this time, I could love to invite our secretary to pass on the minutes of the last meeting. Thank you so much. Any corrections? I was hoping you could ask about the corrections. Not that I have one anyway, but yeah, just to keep you in check. Okay, great. Great. TMOD, check? Check. Good. At this juncture, I could love to invite our Toastmaster of the day to come and carry on from here. Thank you so much. My name is Nick Sitima. I was on an acting capacity. Our president is on her way. Her name is Lillian Kimando. She will be here to close the meeting. Thank you so much. I look forward to an exciting meeting. Thank you. Let's clap for him as he comes.
Greetings, the Hill Toastmasters, visiting Toastmasters, and guests. I'll first apologize for my tardiness. I had a little health scare, but all is well. I'm okay. And I pulled all strings to be here. And I want us to give a hand for Nick for holding fort while I was not present. Today's theme is very interesting. I'll still ask Nick because I have the agendas printed with me. They also came late, like I did, to help in their distribution. Thank you. We are going to have a theme unlike any other. The setup will be done as the meeting goes on, so I ask you to just give our music team all the indulgence you can because it's part of the package, okay? Today's theme, learning through music. An interesting theme because of the question, would music have lessons for all of us? What essentially, aside from playing an entertainment value, does music hold in our lives? Can you imagine that music may have been part of your life from your birth to your adult life and as you continue growing? Music, as Ugandan artist called Davis Ntare said, music is food to the soul. Today you'll have both physical and inspirational food. And as we get to know our theme further, I'll share a bit of my reflections about this theme as we go on. For the next 2 hours, we will listen to amazing stories and get to also hear people's journey through music, understanding what it means to them, and how that also can apply to us if we've never thought about it in that fashion. The theme questions for this meeting were, what song do you love? That is the artist and the title of their song, and what does it remind you of? We will hear the different responses from both our speakers and other role takers, and also learn about music and the lessons it holds for us today and for the days to come. To help me serve you this cocktail of affection are my team of role takers, and I'll start today with our timekeeper. Candy, would you kindly introduce your role to the club?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Kendi Mugendi, and my role this evening is easy. Is to ensure we run the meeting on time. I'll be timing all our speakers from the TMOD all through to the speakers, the evaluators, and everything in between. So I hope we will be on time. We're already running late, but I hope you're going to recover. Thank you.
More applause for Candy, please. Our second role taker for this evening will be the one who keeps our language settled, safe, and tells us if our usage is suspicious, the grammarian. And the grammarian for this meeting is Vanessa Moneki. Would you kindly introduce your role to the club?
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Just like music, language conveys ideas, expresses emotions, and binds us together. Our word of the day is forte, a word that has meaning both in music and in English. In music, it's used to indicate that the part should be played loudly or that they played it loudly. In English, forte is a noun that signifies a strength or a talent. Example in a sentence: clearly, for Toastmaster Eric, being TMOD is his forte. My role today as grammarian involves looking out for your use of the word of the day, and I urge us to compliment individuals who use the word of the day with 3 snaps. On top of that, I shall use my listening skills to observe, outstanding use of the English language, excellent quotes, sayings, and thoughts we can incorporate, and finally, correct improper grammar. I shall give my report when called upon as a step towards making the English language our forte. And we have a special treat for the person who will use the word of the day the most and make it his or her forte. Thank you and enjoy.
Clearly, a grammarian's word is her forte. Just testing the technology because it will be used later. I hope you can all hear me. Great. Our next role taker will be the R counter, and the R counter today is Ashifet Salfa. Would you please introduce your role to the club today?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Safa, and today, as the accountant, I will be responsible to kind of man at the use of our language. That is the way we use some filler words from oh, so, and likely, And these filler words at times I could describe them as descriptive words that come in. And to help us, I will be having a bell. So we will be ringing the bell just to notify you and give you an immediate feedback if you use a filler word, and also to give you a caution so that as you proceed, I've been given a taste of my own medicine though. Yeah, so as you proceed, you are quite aware of the words that you are using, and kindly do not take it as negative criticism. We are just doing it to give you an immediate feedback and to help you use our words better.
Thank you, Salfa, for that elaborate introduction of your role. And our grammarian is showing you that you should use the word of the day. We now enter into the first segment where we listen to prepared speeches for those who are ready to tell us their stories today. Our first speaker is Leah Mwende. She will be evaluated by Steve Amara. Steve, would you kindly tell us the objectives of Leah's speech?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good evening. Good evening once more. Good evening. This evening, I have the great pleasure to be the one evaluating Leah Mwende. Leah Mwende will be attempting her first project in her presentation mastery pathway. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce themselves to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, Leah Mwende, the light at the end of the tunnel. The light at the end of the tunnel, Leah Mwende.
Good evening. Have you ever been in so much darkness that you wondered whether you will see that light, that proverbial light, at the end of the tunnel? This happened to me years ago. I just joined as an intern in the corporate world. My fare then was 300 Kenya shillings to work. And then I learned that the train was going to start operating on my route. This will bring my fare down to 100 shillings. That was 200 shillings in savings. You can be sure I was enamored by the prospect of spending all this extra money I was going to get at the end of my internship. So the material day comes, and the morning goes on quite smoothly. In the evening, I leave work on time and make it to board the train. So by this time, I have this phone, the Kabam, forgotten to charge it. It's almost running out of charge. I look at the environment, I look at the scenery. So as I drift off to sleep, by the time I wake up, darkness has fallen. I look around, I can't seem to recognize where we are. The lights inside the train makes outside look even darker. By this time, I'm looking at my phone. It's almost off. It's my first time on this train. I'm not sure how much longer it's going to be to the next stage, or how far this stage is going to be from where I was to have alighted from. So I decide to make some calls before my phone goes off. The first person I call is my dad. I don't reach him. I try my mom. I don't reach her as well. I start to panic. I call my sister. Luckily, I find her. I give her the message and tell her to relay it to my parents because I'm not sure how much longer my phone is going to hold out. So we arrive at the next stage, and a number of us get off. Because I know I'm going to have to backtrack, I start walking in that direction. And quite to my relief, we are a few, not many, a few, walking towards that. It gives me some comfort. Not that I'm talking to them or even asking for help, because at this point, I'm quite afraid of making people know that I'm actually lost. I'm alone, a girl in the darkness. I don't know who I'm walking with. But at least they're there. Strangers, but they're there. So as we walk, as I wallow in my misery, people keep disappearing. One by one. A corner here, one goes. Another panya route, another one goes. By the time I drag my mind back to the present, I'm all alone on this road that I don't know, in darkness. By then, this area did not have a lot of houses. The houses were quite far apart. People had just started settling in. So the only thing I could see along the path I was walking is one light that was quite far ahead. So I decide I'm going to walk towards that light. But this time, my phone has gone off. If my family is trying to reach me, I have no idea. So I'm alone for all intents and purposes. And the only thing that is keeping me going is to get to that light. So I look around, it's dark, but somehow my eyes have gotten used to the darkness and I can make out the road. It actually hits me that I'm alone. And I start running. It's not a tarmac road, it's a rough road with stones along the way. So as I run, I'm stumbling. And this is the time my mind remembers about the stories of hyenas I've seen because we lived quite close to the railway line. The stories of hyenas I've had, and the number of times I've actually had them myself from a distance when I'm in the safety of our compound. And I ran faster because the fear increases. And the faster I run, the more I stumble. But my guiding light remains. I have to get to that light. So I keep running. And all of a sudden, right in front of me, I see a car coming at very high speed. The first thing that crosses my mind at this time is the stories that I've seen on the news about abductions and people's bodies being recovered from Rivayala. I know I don't want to be part of the statistic. That one I know, I'm sure. So I decide the best thing to do is know the bushes along the road. So the best thing that I need to do is hide behind the bush until the car passes. So as I keep thinking, somehow the thoughts and the action do not go hand in hand, and the car reaches me before I make any move. So I stand scared, immobilized, wondering what's going to happen next. You can imagine my relief when I hear a familiar voice call my name. Turns out it was my parents. How they found me, I have no idea. But I was okay for the moment. How many of us have ever gotten so lost, felt so lost, when asked to stand before people and say something? As lost as I was in that darkness, by myself in the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere, how many of us have been so terrified at the thought of giving a speech, giving a vote of thanks, giving a toast at a wedding? We do everything. We look down, look up. That time is when you fake a call and walk outside, just so that you're not called upon to speak. The way to actually handle this, or the best way of handling this, is head on, is acquiring the skills that we need so that this prospect of standing before people becomes less daunting. Personally, for me, the best place to build these skills is Toastmasters. Remember how I was running and stumbling, and that light down the road, that was my beacon of hope? That is what Toastmasters is for me. It represents that light, my journey at Toastmasters. And this speech marks the beginning of this journey. And I look forward to this journey with so much hope, so much expectation, so much anticipation. My call to action is therefore this. For those who are yet to start this journey, just start. And for those who are already on the journey, keep going, path by path. I'm sure there is a better, more eloquent version of you waiting on the other side. Let us all embrace this light, become it, and spread it to others. Thank you.
An ovation well deserved. Congratulations on delivering your first Toastmaster speech. I hope this is a start of many elegant speeches to follow. We move on to our second speaker of the night, Sylvia Makada. And Sylvia will be evaluated by Derek Mandela. Before Derek explains the objectives of Sylvia's speech, in case of any oncoming noise and you'd feel like you want to speak with the microphone, the DJ has an inbuilt microphone. You can be helped to be mic'd up before, but you have to request it early as your evaluator is introducing your speech. Derek Mandela, would you kindly tell us the objectives of Sylvia's speech?
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Good evening. In her quest to make public speaking her forte, our second speaker, Toastmaster Sylvia Makada, is undertaking her Level 2, Speech 3 under the Presentation Mastery Pathways. The purpose of this speech is as follows. The member is required to tell us how Toastmasters envisions mentoring or an aspect of mentoring. She can talk about a time when she was a protege and how this experience was for her. Toastmaster Sylvia Makada has 5 to 7 minutes to deliver her speech. The speech title is In My Steps. Let's welcome Sylvia Makada in my steps, Sylvia Makada.
By show of hands, raise your hand if you've never been mentored anywhere in your life. If you've never been mentored anywhere in your life, raise up your hand. Well, we all agree at one point in our lives, we've been mentored. It could be by our mothers teaching us how to cook without using the measuring spoons. It could be by our teachers, maybe they saw something in us and they want it to come out. And it could also be by our colleagues that teaching us, that showing us the way on how to do something. And that's how we've all been mentored. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Mentorship mentorship is all about mutual respect. It's not always monologue, it's about multiplying. I joined Toastmasters about a year and a half ago. Then I was assigned a mentor, Toastmasters Nick Maru. But what happened? I never showed up. I never made a call. I never got in touch with my mentor. What are the consequences of that? I gave speeches that are unpolished. They were not mentored. I never built my confidence on stage. Even right now, my confidence is still shaky because I never got to engage my mentor. As a Toastmaster, it's good when you are given a mentor, make an effort, follow up with your mentor so that you can be built up, because through mentorship, you get guidance, through mentorship, you get support. Best growth are found when you come out of your comfort zone. I've been in my comfort zone for so long, and this has led me to hold back. By holding back, what are the consequences of holding back? I was afraid to engage my mentor because I'm scared. I would find out maybe the things I don't know, so I could not question, I could not ask. I was scared of unknown. Little did I know, I don't have to fear, I have to be fearless and do it anyway. After all, others are doing, why not I? Mentorship is about today you're a mentor, tomorrow you're a mentee. Had I come out of my comfort zone, had I stopped being nervous, had I been consistent with my mentor, today I could be mentoring someone and our club could not be struggling with mentorship, because there are so many new people who want to be mentored, but because there's a deficit, our club is unable to give the best to all the people who require mentoring. Mentoring is just like a candle. A candle doesn't lose its light while lighting other candles. What it does, it lights up the room. And they all provide light. This is a candle that is lit, it's lighting up this other one. And you see, there's light at the end. So I want to call on us. If you're a mentor, show up. follow up with your mentee. And if you're a mentee, make an effort. It's a two-way. Don't expect magic to happen. Since you have a mentor, magic will happen, you'll be the best. No. Follow up, make calls, ask questions. Do not fear. Just do it anyway. And also, those who have been mentored before, it's good to guide others, hold others, come out and help the club. Thank you. Back to Toastmasters of the day.
Will take their seats today. Music is alive. Applause, everyone. DJ, thank you very much. We move on to our third speaker. At least now you get the drift. By the time David Gray gets here, there'll be no gray area. Our third speaker of the night is Cyril Wanda. And Cyril will be introduced by his evaluator, Paul Kavuma. Paul, would you kindly come and tell us the objectives of Cyril's speech?
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Now, it has been said that conflict is an inevitable part of a leadership journey. Because of our differences in educational background, our differences in ideas and differences in perception, it's easy to get into conflict. In fact, the most effective leaders believe conflict should not be avoided, but it should be anticipated. That means if you want to develop as a leader, conflict resolution and management must become your forte. The member I'm going to introduce to us this evening is Cyril Wanda, who's delivering a speech under the project level 3, project 1, understanding conflict resolution. The purpose of this project is for the member, Cyril Wanda, to enhance their understanding of the steps required and start strategies to take when addressing conflict. The purpose of this speech, therefore, is for Cyril Wanda to share with us some aspects of their experience that they went through when learning or resolving conflict. This speech is expected to last 5 to 7 minutes. Apart from that, I'll also be looking at a particular aspect he requested for, which is vocal variety and volume. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Cyril Wanda, Discord at an interview. Discord at an interview, Cyril Wanda.
Oh, that's interesting. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good evening. Given that the theme today is about music, I tried to link my speech to music. And I did it in a cheeky way because I saw a comment that said, without conflict and tension, music lacks dynamism and movement. And I've done my part in linking it to the theme. Who here has ever been at an interview and challenged the interviewers? Show of hands, anyone? Yeah, very few of you. It seems that very few of you like negotiating. You're getting a job and you don't negotiate. So I encourage you to bring that conflict up. As for me, I'll tell you about an experience I had last year. Towards the end of last year, I had to look for jobs, so I had to attend interviews. I'd managed to successfully stay away from the
job search for a couple of years since 2018, and I was basking in my comfort zone. That was how hard it was. That's how I felt while I was there. But then it was very hard to get back. As I was searching for a job, I realized that I had made the comfort zone my forte. As I went to these interviews, I had to answer questions that were difficult, just as the search was. And some of these questions were, who are you? What is your experience? And what are your capabilities? I wondered. I sent him my CV and my motivation letter. Why do you ask me this question? I was not so impressed. However, there were questions that I was excited about. And one of them was, how do you manage disagreements in your team? And I fumbled and mumbled to my answer that I'd choreographed very well before the presentation, or the interview, rather. And I proceeded to answer. I listened to every individual and try to identify the problem that they're facing. And then I give them advice as to how they can manage the situation and resolve the issue. And then I wrap it up with a comment advising or reminding them about focusing on the big picture, which to me is the way to do it. If it was an informal setting, I would have added something else. Poverty is the enemy, not your colleagues. but it wasn't. So I had to focus on the formal part of the interview. Given that conflict is inevitable, I had to reflect on these challenges I had and how I presented myself. And looking at the answer I gave and the conflict management approach that I applied, I realized that I managed to get the project done with the team because we were able to proceed from where they were to the end. However, I hadn't resolved the conflict. Because what is a big picture? What is big picture? What is focusing on a big picture? Is it keep quiet? Is it don't speak about your views, feelings? Or is it even if accept the solution, even if you don't agree with it? After all, you can go home and unleash the pressure of frustration on your family. Isn't that where you get unconditional love? Is it? Alternatively, what I would have done would have been to spend a few hours with the team, book a few meetings, and have a conflict management meeting, and then work to resolve this challenge. The outcome there would have been, the timesheets would have been filled with hours of conflict management, rather than the precious billable client hours. I wonder what bosses are thinking about. Conflict resolution versus the money or the billable hours. That's another conflict that we have to face. Therefore, conflict is inevitable, and we have to face it as we go. There's a Latin saying that goes, if you want peace, prepare for war. And in order to prepare, some of the ways we can approach this conflict management is to speak to the parties involved, identify the issues, then think through what they mean and how they come across when they speak about it. Then we can provide an environment for them, which is through active listening. We can listen to what they're saying, pick at the divergent views and the similarities that they have in their approaches, open a clear way of communication for them, and then make sure that we come up with a solution that is unified. These are the ways I should have handled the conflict management situation. This is also in line with what Mahatma Gandhi says. Conflict is inevitable, but how we can do it is prepare ourselves for it. Thank you. Back to you, Timothy.
Cyrus says that song reminds him of joyful moments when he was young with not much to worry about. Now he's a negotiator and trying to navigate the world of conflict. A well-delivered speech. Our fourth speaker today is Monica Kafue, and she will be evaluated by DTM Maggie Njoroge, who's joining us online. DTM Maggie, if you can hear us, would you kindly tell us the objectives of Monica's speech?
Thank you very much, our Toastmaster of the evening, Eric. The fourth speaker this evening is delivering a speech from her motivational strategies path. It's the level 3 main project, and the member wants to make emotional intelligence her forte. The purpose of this speech is for the member to cultivate an understanding of how their emotions impact their relationships. It's also designed to help the member identify how others' emotions impact their emotional state. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspects of their experience. They spent 2 weeks keeping a journal about their emotional responses to situations and people. And this evening, in a 5 to 7 minute speech, the speaker will share that experience. Monica Kavue, wag the dog, Monica Kavue.
Today, I'm privileged to share with you a journey of 14 days that was quite a challenge for me, and especially when I began to study what I was expected to be presenting here today. Several times, the VP would come to my WhatsApp and ask me, "Are you ready today?" And I would say no, because it was a project that made me understand my weaknesses. Emotional intelligence is recognizing your own emotions, identifying those of others, and knowing how to respond to those people intelligently. It doesn't matter how that person has approached you. Sometimes an unknown author said that silence is also emotional intelligence. In the 14 days, I learned self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, and empathy. As part of the project and to enable me be here to present with you, I embarked in joining a team of friends who are capital raising. And we divided ourselves into 2 groups. One was capital raising in an agribusiness project, and the other on an green energy project. And as we started the project, amongst us, sometimes we would disagree. Sometimes we would disagree, sometimes we would agree. But we found that our emotions at times controlled us. Dr. Myron Downing says that judgments and opinions are debatable, but emotions are not. You can imagine we had timelines to present our proposal to the donors, but time was running out. Being faced with that challenge, I shared my project with my friends. And I shared with them the journey of the 14 days that I was embarking on. And I welcomed them to join me. One of the groups took it very positively. The other did not go through the emotional intelligence study within the Toastmasters. The results, I can tell you. Team A, being led by John and Mary, one morning we were faced with Mary falling sick and not able to attend our meetings. And everyone, knowing that she was our brainchild of the project, was so torn down. But how did we deal with this issue, having gone through the emotional intelligence project? We embarked on working remotely with Mary. When Team B, having not gone through the project, got into disagreements, they shelved the project and did not prepare. Today, I can report that the team I was in that went through seriously through the emotional intelligence challenge was able to present their project to the investors. We were able to work as a team. Our social skills were great. We were able to self-regulate our emotions in times of disagreements. And I can tell you, fellow Toastmasters, emotional intelligence is the real intelligence. You might be very good in the area of your expertise, but if you're not able to understand your own emotions and how to respond to others, you will never make it to be a great team player. A second experience I got with one of our interns that I work with very closely in the office. I felt that he was very needy and I was not responding to him in a manner that was supportive. And when I identified my own emotions, I decided to respond differently in a positive manner, recognizing his own emotions and his own needs. And the other day, while we were chatting on WhatsApp, he told me, I'm glad that we are really now getting along. Toastmasters and guests, emotional intelligence is the real intelligence. Why did I come up with Wag the Dog as a topic? Wag the Dog actually means something important, more powerful, being controlled by something less. So should we wag the dog or not? The answer is yours. Therefore, I leave you with this. The one important thing, take your emotional intelligence more important to build firmer relationships, even at home, with your colleagues, with your fellow Toastmasters, and at all times you will find that you will be a great winner. Thank you.
More applause. Monica says this song reminds her every day that a deal isn't done until it's done. Never count it until it's actually done. And it's one of her pieces of advice on life, on how to survive. And that in life, we're all gamblers. Howards. Right now, you have these pieces of paper on your tables or on your seat. They are a ballot. We've had 4 speakers, but we're going to only cast our ballot for 3 speakers, excluding the icebreaker speech. Therefore, you will vote for who amongst Sylvia Makada, Cyril Wanda, and our last speaker, Monica Kafue, you considered gave an outstanding speech. Also, you have sections where you can give feedback to any of the speakers. I know it's written first speaker, second speaker, third speaker, but you can give feedback to any of the speakers you heard in the first segment of prepared speeches. What were your appreciations of their speech and anything you'd like them to know that you saw? The ballots are being distributed by Ken. Once you have cast your ballot, you also pass it back to him. He's seated just to my right here near the Toastmaster of the day. And as we do that, we segue into the evaluation section. And to start us off is our first evaluator, Steve Amara. Give it up for Steve Amara, ladies and gentlemen. More applause, please. Come on, guys.
Aaron Rose once said, in the right light, in the right time, everything can be extraordinary. Leamwende, that speech was extraordinary. As I sat there, I was evaluating. I kept on wondering, is this really an icebreaker or is this a hoax? For a moment, I felt like public speaking is actually your forte. Few things that impressed me about your speech. Number one, you had a great hook. Have you ever been in so much darkness and wondered if there's ever a light at the end of the tunnel? What did that do? It captured your audience. And they were waiting to see, what does she have in store for us? The second thing that impressed me about your speech was your language. As you spoke, I wondered, what a valedictorian we have amongst us. Because you kept on throwing synonyms left, right, and center. You spoke about, I was enamored, wallowing in my misery. Very impressive. I loved that. The third thing that impressed me was your stage management. Notice, guys, ladies and gentlemen, as there was a technical hitch and the microphone was almost falling off, she didn't lose a line of thoughts. She recollected herself and continued as if nothing happened. Very impressive. But however, as good as your speech was, I have some few areas of improvement, which, if you can add to your speech, can move him from just being good to great. One is vocal variety. He spoke about your phone was almost going off and I couldn't reach. My God, using a low tone creates the element of sadness. Two is your stagecraft. I felt you leaned so much on this area, and what that did, it leaves this other audience unattended. And the last area of improvement, which deals with your content, as a public speaker, whenever you use words that are not English, it's good to provide a translation. For example, as I was using my kabambe, I had to Google what kabambe means. Remember, we are international. Always provide a translation, just in case there's someone who doesn't know what you mean. Or even, it can help them not to get lost in the message that you're about to deliver. Overall, I loved your speech. I loved your hook. I loved your language. I loved your stage management. I believe by using the areas of improvement that I have advised you on, that is on your vocal variety, stagecraft, and content to deal with your giving translation to some of the words, you are indeed very ready for your next project. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, DJ. Our evaluator says that those songs remind him love is a beautiful thing. No matter who you are, where you are, we all deserve this thing called love. It has the power and the magic to turn one's world around for the better. Our second evaluator, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to Derek Mandela.
Thank you, DJ. We are here not to watch my dance, but to listen to the evaluation of Toastmaster Sylvia's speech. I'll begin with a Japanese fable that says, if you get on the wrong train, get off at the nearest station. Why? The longer it takes you to get off, the more expensive the return journey will be. This quote emphasizes what Sylvia was talking about tonight. Mentorship. How many of us have endured the challenge of mentorship? For example, not reaching out to your mentors, being afraid that this is an experienced Toastmaster, I don't have time for them, or they don't have time for me. Sylvia, I enjoyed this aspect of your speech. What else did I love about your speech? You used 3 anecdotes, 3 challenges that you faced during your mentorship journey. 1, not following up with your mentor. 2, not taking the initiative of reaching out. 3, not leaving your comfort zone. For me, this showed that it was indeed a reflective journey. Remember, this speech requires you to sit back and reflect on a time that you were a protege, and you did that marvelously. Your speech had a call to action, challenged us. Those of us who have mentors, reach out to them and don't lose that great opportunity of benefiting for free, if I might add, from invaluable advice. I felt your speech could have used the following areas of improvement. 1 was the structure. You gave this point out by telling us that most of your speech were never looked at by your mentor, and I could tell that your structure could use a few tweaking to help improve it. What else can I challenge you to do? Sylvia, storytelling is the backbone of Toastmasters. I would have loved to see you come on stage and share the moment where you gave a speech that crumbled. Come on stage and share an aspect of mentorship that really made you feel you need a mentor. Lastly, is language. Instead of saying, I was in the comfort zone and I wanted to get out, use the stage and say, I needed to jump out of the comfort zone. These aspects of speaking add verve and color to your speech. In summary, I love that you had a great introduction. You had used 3 pointers in the speech, and your speech also had a call to action. You might want to work on storytelling, improving your language and descriptive nature in your stories, and this will move you from an okay speaker to an amazing speaker. I leave with a quote by Todd Henry, and it says, mediocrity doesn't just happen. It's chosen over time through small choices day by day. Call your mentor and avoid being a Sylvia who's improving. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Derek Mandela says his songs give him a feeling he has at that particular moment. I wonder what Mpishi does. I will not get into detail. Moving on to our third evaluator, ladies and gentlemen, without much further ado, give it up for Mr. Paul Kavuma.
That's not my taste, but I'll go with it. Serial Wonder, I enjoyed your speech. Because at the introduction of your speech, at the beginning somewhere, you asked a question that got me thinking. Has anyone in the room ever challenged their interviewers? By a show of hands. I told myself, wow, if I did that, that would no longer be an interview. It would be something else. But it got me thinking about conflict differently, that it can actually occur as a way of trying to find a solution. So you told us a personal story about where you came face to face with conflict. However, you chose to ignore it. You chose to focus on the results of the team. And now looking back, you felt you could have handled that situation differently. So I like that you used the personal story, and I like that you engaged us with a question at the start of your speech. And as you drove towards the conclusion of the speech, you used a memorable quote by Mahatma Gandhi. By a show of hands, who remembers the quote he used? Thank you. He said, conflict is inevitable, but we can prepare ourselves for it. And yes, it's true. It is inevitable, but we can prepare ourselves for it. Now, like every wonderful speech in Toastmasters, there is always room for improvement. These are some areas I feel you can do well at next time to deliver an even better speech. When you came to the front, the first words you said were, today's theme is about music, learning through music. And then the next sentence you made after that was totally not connected to music. Please ensure that when you step up to the front, every word you say adds value to the speech or to the point you're trying to drive home. The second thing you might want to consider is something you told me to pay attention to is your voice and volume. I felt you delivered your speech with a monotone. You could have found areas where you can enhance your speech. Areas, for example, you are telling us that I wish I had listened. I wish I had opened up clear lines of communication with the team, because you're trying to emphasize a point. Those are areas whereby you have to raise your voice. And lastly, since you're giving us a problem solution speech structure, you painted a problem. If you had done those things you told us you wish you had done, what would success have looked like if you had resolved that conflict? If you consider adding voice, good introduction, and a clear success story at the end, your speech will be much more powerful next time. Back to you.
Our last evaluator is joining us online, DTM Maggie Njoroge. If you can hear us, take it away.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Eric. Monica, your opening was an expression of how you feel this evening. You began by letting us know that you are delighted to be sharing your 2-week journaling experience with us. Therefore, from the onset, you demonstrated emotional intelligence. You went on to define for we in your audience the meaning of emotional intelligence, that it's your own reaction and those of others. The other thing that I liked is one of the quotes that you used, the anonymous quote, that silence is also emotional intelligence. And I thought that was an apt quote. In terms of the project objectives, the elements in your speech that demonstrated emotional intelligence included that you had 2 projects that you undertook, and you were able to share your experience as you recognized emotions of those that were on your team. It's Dr. John C. Maxwell, the leadership guru, who says that experience is not the best teacher, but rather reflections of the experience is what brings about learning. And that's what you demonstrated this evening as you shared your experience, having journaled it for 2 weeks. What are some of the areas that you can look into in order to elevate your speech? I noted that you spend a lot of time talking about the emotions of the other people on your team. And I wondered, what about Monica's emotions? How did you feel through that particular experience? And a case in point, when team leader John refused to embrace emotional intelligence, how did that make you feel? It would have been lovely to hear your experience on that particular aspect. The other thing was on your usage of space. I noted that you had a favorite sport that was your forte. You may look into that particular area. Overall, you had a wonderful speech. You shared your experience from the journaling experience, a requirement of this particular project, and you were able to cause your audience to take that journey with you. You have met the objectives of this particular project. Look into the areas that I have highlighted, and I look forward to you delivering more speeches. Back to you, our Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, DJ. Now, we move from the serious part to the fun part of the meeting. And on this, all of us are going to be involved. We're not asking you to deliver speeches or evaluations. No, 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 no. But before that, thank you, Nick. We'll go back to our little ballot paper. And on the section below, you have a slot for casting your vote for who you consider among our 4 evaluators to have given the best evaluation. Was it Steve Amara, Derek Mandela, Paul Kavuma, or distinguished Toastmaster Margaret Njoroge, who gave her evaluation from the online space? Once you cast your ballots, Ken will be going round to pick them, and he will tally for announcement later on when the occasion calls for it. Back to what I was saying. In collaboration with DJ Medan, we're going to make this very interesting because we're going to a session where all of us are participating. How attentive were you or not? We're just going to have a very interesting session, and to lead us into this session will be our hack master. Very elegant, very entertaining, very captivating gentleman. And I want, as he comes on stage, that we applaud him together with the music. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for David Gray. We do this again. We do this again. It wasn't done right. DJ Medon, are you ready? Maybe we give him a 5-second countdown. Let's start. And 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for David Gray.
All right. Thank you very much, DJ Medan. Again, just like Paul, I have no idea what that song is all about. But again, amazing to see all of you this evening. Good evening. So now, this is the part you turn to your left or to your right and say hello to your neighbor. Give them a high five and ask them, what is your name? Yes. All right, so thank you very much. So I know that you have done that so far. I also need you to do one more thing. Turn to the person behind you. If it is, especially on this side, this person behind you, find out again about their name right now. And right now on this side, we shall be doing this activity in fours. In fours. So turn properly, get to know their name, because we shall be doing this in teams. Oh yes. So kindly just turn your chairs if you're on this side, and if you're on this side, be in fours. Turn your chairs as well. Yes, be in fours. Yes, in groups of four. Groups of four. Yes, groups of four. Then decide on a team name. Oh yes. If you're joining us online, you shall do this as well. So what you need to do is, in your group of fours, select one person to have one device. Yes, one device. And go to kahoot.it. Yes, kahoot.it. Using one device. Then choose a team name. That team name has to be a word that has been used today during this meeting. Yes, a word you will agree that has been used today during this meeting. Think about which word that is. All right, so join in. Yes, the game pin is 365 6787. 656787. Just go to kahoot.it. Yes, kahoot.it. 265 6787.
All right, so I shall use the mic for this session because
it's best to do this way. So once again, we have 365 6787. I hope by now you know your team members' names as well. And I can see we have teams already joined in. Well done. We have 4 teams already. As the Toastmaster of the day rightly put it, this is a half master session.
365 6787.
Aye. So, and I can see we have, yes, not too early. We have 10 minutes to do this. Now should be like around 7 minutes. And I shall be moving ahead to find out which teams have joined us today. Okay. So I shall ask each team member or each team to nominate a team captain who shall introduce their team name. Oh yes. So kindly, I shall start from my immediate left. Steve Amara, tell us, what is your team name today, my brother?
Our team name is, as past speaker was, Enamored.
Enamored. Enamored with a capital letter or small letters? Enamored with capital or small? Oh yes, someone else has picked it. Since they say great minds think alike. So capital E, but with small letters on the end, right? Okay, so give it up for team Enamored. Amazing. So next team in the house, we have, yes, team captain, tell us, what team name have you chosen today?
Our team name is
Debatable. Debatable, I see. Let's give a hand to team Debatable. Right, next team in the house, we have. So team Light, well done. Let's give a hand to team Light. Aye, next team in the house, we have. Gato. Thank you. So we have team Gato, right? Which means thank you. Give a hand to teams, thank you. Alright, next team in the house we have. Team Peace. Team Peace. I don't see Team Peace right here. The Lions, yes. Okay, so we just kick you out. So now you with Team Peace, right? Okay, so just join one more time. So give a hand to Team Peace. And next team in the house we have Team Captain. Yes. Kindly introduce your team name.
Team name is Pinnacle, the ultimate point of success.
Amazing. Let's give a hand to Team Pinnacle, the ultimate point of success. All right, next team in the house we have. So we have Team Genius. Let's give a hand to Team Genius. Clearly they've got the gauntlet for this one. All right, next team in the house we have. So we have Team Enamored with capital letters. Let's give a hand to Team Enamored. And lastly, we have Team 3. All right, let's give a hand to Team 3. All right, so all teams have joined in. So the game pin once again is 365 6787. And I hope we were listening keenly throughout the session because all questions are derived from what we have been listening in throughout. So right now we have Team 3, Team Genius, Team Peace, Team Pinnacle, Team Ngazo, Team Enamored, Team Light, and Team Online. I see you. If you are ready, all of you, can I get a resounding aye? Amazing. And lastly, joining us at the last moment is Team Forte. All right, let's go. We have first question. Clearly, Team Forte has just joined in at the last moment, knowing that the first question is on matters is. Multi-select. Which of these words is a synonym of the word of the day, which is forte? Aya, select all applicable words with claim to fame. Select all applicable words which are synonyms of the word of the day. And well done to most of you, going to sound correct. So the answer is loudly is a synonym, the word of the day, forte in terms of music. Then we have strong suit is also synonym, the word of the day, as well as claim to fame. Weakness is not forte. So let's see who is the lead. When I got your name, please give me a shout. We have team number 5, we have Team Debatable. Where are you, Team Debatable? Amazing. In third place, we have Team A with an exclamation mark. Where are you? Second place, we have Team Online. And in first place, we have Team Pinnacle. Amazing. So we have 7 questions to go for this one. Let's go number 2. We have, which animal was the subject of stories in the light at the end of the tunnel by Lea Wende? That speech, which animal was a subject of many stories in Lea Wende's speech? Are we keen enough to listen? Let's see and find out. So we have 9 answers keyed in already. Again, I'm sure your memory is not failing you right now. And you can see right there we have light at the end of the tunnel, which happened to be her parents. And we have the answer is not lions, but hyenas. If you got this one correct, please say aye. Let's see who is faster than the other, because we have 11 devices getting it correct. Let's see who these 11 are. And we have Team 3. Where are you? Well done, Team 3. Number 5, well done. We have Team Online in 3rd place. Debatable now in 2nd place. Amazing. And in top spot still remains Pinnacle. 6 questions to go. Let's go. Number 3. We have, what is like a candle? What is like a candle? Yes, that is something that was mentioned by our second speaker. Let's find out. So Sylvia came to us to talk to us about matters candles. But what is like a candle? And we have 11 answers given so far, and the answer is none other than mentoring. Well done. Yes, mentoring or mentor. Yes. Mentoring. So, mentorship. You're in my prep. So, we have Pinnacle, now number 5. Well done, Pinnacle. Where are you?
You like sheep.
Number 4, we have Team Peace. Where are you, Team Peace? Yes, we want peace, not problems. And we have number 3, we have Team Enamored. Where are you, Team Enamored? With the capital letters. And it is definitely not debatable, because debatable is now on top spot. Well done, Team Debatable. Next question is number 4. Complete this phrase from quote-unquote Discord at an interview. Poverty is the enemy, not your dash. What is dash? I'm sure most of us can relate to this statement quite a bit. Or maybe not. Let's see. Poverty is always the enemy. And that was a speech amazingly delivered by Cyril Wonder. Wonderful speech for sure. And the answer is definitely not your, shout your answers, colleagues. So 3 answers, actually 5, actually 8 answers in total getting correct. Let's see who these 8 are. So well done to team number 3 in number 5, well done. Pinnacle in number 4, team Enamored, 3rd and 2nd respectively. Yes, the capital letter 1 is the 2nd place. Yes, so that is for you guys. And the top spot we have Team Debatable. Next question is number 5. We have again a multi-select. Is which were the 2 projects that capital was being raised for in Wag the Dog? Yes, the question is on your device. Yes, this was a speech delivered by Monica, and I'm sure now Team Gado, yes, you are laughing all the way to the bank. Yes, clearly because you are mocking right there. So well done. The answer is green energy and agribusiness. So let's find out who is now in the top spot. And team, clearly, I call this team number 5 is Team Light. Where are you? Finally, you've seen the light. I see you. In 5th place now, Team Gado. Clearly, thankful. In 4th place now, Team Enamored. In 3rd place and 2nd place respectively. And Team Pinnacle, no longer the Pinnacle. Where are you?
And still debatable. Well done. In top spots. Aye. Next question is number 6. We have, what word did Steve Amara have to Google because we're going all international? Yeah. What word did Steve Amara have to Google? Hey, if you have fat finger syndrome, FS, that's a problem. Aye. So, we are all always reminded that if you deliver a speech with a Swahili word, just Google this thing, man. Yeah? Help us understand these terminologies like kabambe. So, well done. 9 of you getting correct. Let's see who these 9 are. And we have Team Peace. Well done, Team Peace in 5th place now. And number the small letters in 4th. Lights in the light in 3rd. Then we have Remember and Debatable still in 2nd and 1st place, respectively. Last 2 questions. Number 7 is the quote. If you get on the wrong train, get off at the next station. Yes, because of all that is a fable from which country? Japan, China, Kenya, or America? Yes, that's fable. Yes, was a sinking shed. And it is all the way from the land of the rising sun. And the answer is definitely Japan. Well done. And well done. Back in the game, Team Pinnacle in 5th place. Well done, Pinnacle. Coming in strong. Light in 4th place. Where are you tonight? Tonight, I see you. Well done. And Ramat in 3rd place. And last, we have the one still debatable. And the last question for tonight is Myron Downing said, judgments and opinions are debatable, dash are not. Yes, debatable. Clearly, you left the best for last. Myron Downing said, judgments and opinions are debatable, dash are not. And time is up in terms of answering, and we have the answer is, what the answer is? Feelings. Yes, feelings.
You have done.
Feelings.
Where are your feelings?
Where are your feelings? So, it's a unanimous decision that no team got this answer correct.
Where are your feelings?
So, final standings. Let's give it up for feelings, which is a synonym of emotions. So well done to Team Enamored in 3rd. Let's give it up to Team Enamored. Is it the place now, Team Enamored? Capital letters. And it is not debatable. That's Team Debatable at the pinnacle for tonight's session. Let's give it up to Team Debatable. Amazing stuff. Thank you very much, Team Ceremony. Over to you.
Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for David Gray. DJ, give me the music. Give it up one more time for David Gray, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take our seats. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, please settle down. At this juncture, it's time to receive our reports from those who have been working as the meeting progresses and those who've been working anonymously from the moment this meeting kicked off. And this section is given to the meeting manager in the person of the general evaluator. Ladies and gentlemen, our general evaluator today, give it up for Mr. Paddy Adam.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
What a lovely and pleasant sight it is here from the front. I am your general evaluator for this meeting. My role as the general evaluator is to assess the meeting, right from preparation to the conduction and finally to the conclusion of the meeting. Assisting me in my role to ensure that this meeting runs smoothly were my role takers. The first role taker that I'd like to call up to give their report is our counter, Sulfur. Sulfur.
We're close to started crying because of that. Anyway, to our report tonight, I did pay close attention, and I have to admit, I close to forget using the bell because I could not find most filler words. From our first speaker, that was incredible. You only butchered on the word so, and I really recommend that you work on it because that was the only word I could notice. To our second speaker, I was really looking out for you, but honestly, I didn't find anything. Going back to our third speaker, it was one word, which is an A. Again, we did so well. Going to our evaluators, all of us did incredibly well tonight. I didn't have much to do. And that tells us that we are doing quite well as a club, and let's keep on moving forward. Again, just a few tips for both of us, maybe for the ones that have worked for them. Remember to take a pause. Silence is a very powerful word. And it also, if it is something to help you out, kindly remember to use silence. Okay, let it be intentional silence and pauses. Let them be intentional. And also, just a tip, practice and record yourself if you have to. We are doing quite well. Let's continue practicing and let's learn together. Back to you.
Thank you to our counter for your brief and succinct feedback. Our next role taker to give the report is our grammarian, Vanessa Oniki.
Like a small boat on the ocean, sending big waves into motion.
They say music is the language of the soul. At the Hill Toastmasters, though, English is our language, and thus it is with great honor I, the grammarian, guardian of our language today, give my report. So the word of the day was not our forte today because we only had countable number of people who used it. And it was used a total of 9 times. And I had to add others at least to make it seem like, we got it right. So I added Team Forte, who used the word of the day, and the quiz master, who also included the word of the day in the quiz. The other people who used the word of the day, Derek Mandela once, Paul Kavuma once, Cyril Wanda once, Maggie Njoroge twice, Steve Amara once. I used it thrice. So I don't know if I should go with the gift that I had. Should I go back with my gift? Okay, the meeting is not done yet. Okay, there's still an opportunity. Otherwise, I'll give it to the first runners-up, Maggie, when I see her next. Okay. There was skillful use of the English language today. I made note of the following that we can all learn and infuse in our language. Liam Wende used an interesting saying, wallowing in my misery, and a good word we can all include in our language, enamored, and we used it, our team, Team Enamored, and another team here, Team Enamored. Okay. Light at the end of the tunnel. Cyril Wonder gave us basking in my comfort zone, fumbled and mumbled. And a quote, if you want peace, prepare for war. Maggie gave us cultivate an understanding. And then she used the word apt to mean suitable. So that's a good synonym that we can all use. Monica gave us embarked on a journey. Eric used the word segue, which means to transition. Steve said stagecraft. I found that interesting. Derek used the word anecdotes, which means an account, and also used verve and color, which means liveliness and sparkle. Yeah, and there were many other quotes that were given. Maybe the people who used quotes, you can post them in the group so that we can all remember them and use them next time. So in order to make English our forte, we can make these corrections in our grammar. There was the use of the word monologue, which I believe was used incorrectly. Monologue means it's something that is said by one person, but in this case, it was used to mean a one-way street. Like mentorship is not a one-way street. So monologue there was used incorrectly. There was the use of the word panyarut, which you can always give translations for that. And then there was use of the word much more powerful. So in this one, you can use one, whether it's much powerful or more powerful. Then a tip to all of us, there was quite a number of usage of the words so, very, much, more, really. So these words are said to be weak words, and we can replace them with other words like outstanding, notably, conspicuously, prominently. Yes, so that's it from the grammarian's desk. And I'll leave you with this quote: where words fail, say it through music. Music is that universal language which unifies the spirits of mankind. Thank you.
Indeed, an outstanding report from the grammarian. I move on to our timer, Kendi Mugendi.
I've realized we all care about things that don't matter.
Good evening.
Good evening.
My role today was to time how we use our time for the meeting. So the meeting started 4 minutes late, but I'm happy to report that we've somehow managed to recover that time. For prepared speeches, all our speakers were on time except our icebreaker, who went above time with 3 minutes. For Sylvia, she spent 5 minutes 30 seconds. Cyril, 6 minutes 40 seconds. Monica, 6 minutes 30 seconds. For the three of them, they were all within time. For our evaluators, all our evaluators were slightly above 3 minutes, but none was above 3 minutes 30 seconds. So I believe all of them again were within the speculated time. For our Hackmaster session, it was expected to run for 10 minutes, but we went slightly above with around 7 minutes. But above everything, we are somehow within time. So I hope we are able to recover the remaining time and end on time. Thank you.
I've realized we all care about things that don't really matter.
Once again, thank you for your timing report. On to the general evaluators report. This meeting's planning has been in the works for a long time. I remember the general evaluator that I am standing in for called me 3 weeks ago and asked me to be general evaluator at the Hill Toastmasters. That shows the time and anticipation and effort that was put in planning for the meeting, and that is commendable. Not only did that start a while back, but also the role takers were able to quickly take up the roles. The Toastmaster of the day engaged every person who had volunteered to take a role to share their songs. For a moment, I was curious as to how he was going to use his music. Was he going to sing? Was he going to ask us to talk about our favorite songs? But pleasantly, surprisingly, he actually played the music as we came on stage. That was a wonderful way to prepare for the meeting. I was here at 4:45 and the room was already laid out. I do not know if that is the default setting of the room or you are good at planning, but that was amazing. The meeting started 4 minutes past the hour, a bit slightly late, but Nick was able to take the reins of the meeting and ensure that no time was wasted. He was able to engage those who were present here as we waited for the Toastmaster of the day and skillfully handed the meeting over to him when he arrived. You could tell that our speakers prepared adequately and went above and beyond to ensure that they internalized their speeches before they came on stage. I couldn't help but appreciate and smile inwardly as everyone took to stage and portrayed the results of the effort that they had put in as they prepared for this day. Our evaluators were empathetic in delivery of their evaluations. You could tell that they personalized this feedback, ensuring that they caught tenets they of what the speakers excelled at and packaged it in a pleasant way to deliver to those who took up their roles on stage. They were positively critical as well, ensuring that they did not use words to negate the positive aspects that the speakers excelled at, but encouragingly highlighted those aspects that our speakers could put into use to become great. Kudos to our evaluators. One thing that I took note of on stage here is this lectern. I understand the necessity of including the online team in participating here, but placing it here and restricting the camera to this view bars our participants from using the whole stage. When I'm standing here, I have to oscillate between the view that I see on the laptop, and when you do this consistently and you use a different stage, then you find yourself penduluming at this place, right? So I do not know if there's a longer HDMI cable, but placing this somewhere here so that whoever is here can dance to the music on stage makes it comfortable and encourages you to be a more competent and stage aware speaker. This also should leave this place. I do not know how that will be implemented, but it will be great and will make it a much better speaking experience because I give myself to you when you can see me wholly rather than blocked by the props on stage. The timer positioning of the cards was also affected by this because I noticed that if the speakers were addressing this part of the audience, with the TV here, my peripheral vision is blocked from the timer's view. Therefore, if this has to stay here, then it would be great for the timer to sit at the central positioning of the room. That way, the speakers can quickly have a glance as they deliver their speeches. I appreciated that the role takers, that is, the accountant and the grammarian, not only gave their reports of how the meeting was conducted, but they also made an extra effort to give a tip session on how you can become a better speaker. That is, on how to avoid the filler words by, for example, taking an intentional pause, and also encouraging you to dig deep into your vocabulary and ensure that you flower your speeches as you deliver them to us. Summarily, I enjoyed that the speakers were super in preparation of their speeches and entertaining as they delivered their speeches to us. Our evaluations and evaluators were very considerate, timely, personalized, and warmly delivered. Time was well recovered despite the late start. The online collaboration was well orchestrated. I think I've attended two club meetings where two hybrid club meetings, and it is commendable how you seamlessly ensure that the online team participates in the meetings. The meeting room was well organized as we all are seated and can see the speaker at the stage. The word of the day was well chosen, properly challenging, and immaculately used during the meeting, despite the count of it. And finally, the theme was amazingly delivered. The music was engaging. I had a nice jig as I came to stage, and it will make this meeting memorable. All in all, it has been a pleasure being at the Hill. This is an enormous number for people who want to meet in the evening after work, and that is commendable. Back to you, Toastmaster.
DJ, thank you. Give it up for DJ Madden, ladies and gentlemen. When I received the call to lead this meeting today, a lot went through my mind. How would you incorporate music in a formal session where you have speeches, you have evaluations, you have David Gray? It's hard. But then, a personal story. Today, I woke up with a bit of fatigue carried over from work done the week before. And I told you I had a health scare. It was true. I was in the office, I felt nauseated and had a very crazy headache that forced me to puke and seek medical attention. In the period between leaving the office and going to the doctor's, the Uber driver played a song that I like by Richie Spice. There's no mountain I can climb, there's no river I can cross, I'm a survivor. You can tell me what I can't do, because I know what I can do, I'm a survivor. That gave me strength to wake up, and when you keep a promise, you show up. That's what music, besides its artistic and entertainment value, can give us. A few sayings from people past and present. Bob Marley says, one good thing about music, when it hits you, you feel no pain. Plato, the Greek philosopher of days past, music is a moral law. It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and charm to life and to everything else. Austrian philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche says, without music, life would be a mistake. Or Jimi Hendrix, the rock and roll superstar, music doesn't lie. If there's something to be changed in this world, then it can only happen through music. Think about it. Whenever you have a moment of joy, you celebrate it through dance and song. Whenever you have a moment of happiness, you remember it through a tune that gives you a feeling of good times. Whenever you hit a milestone, you break into a jig, whether it's traditional or you used to remember it on those days when that feeling was prevalent. Music was that silent accompanying hand that held yours invisibly. How many times, maybe, when you are in a moment of despair, a song has changed your perspective? It did mine with my health today. How many times, maybe at a moment you need inspiration and no one is available on call, you tune into your radio or you go to Spotify or YouTube and your heart is refreshed, rejuvenated, and brought back? Music, being that silent hand that holds yours when no one else does, sees you when you're invincible. Nietzsche says, yes, without music, life would not make sense. It's true. Think about yours. What are some of the lessons? What are some of the feats and achievements that you can count? When you stood on a monumental milestone, was music present? And if it was, did you dance? Did you feel it? Did you remember it? If you did, you're amazing. Keep learning. It's a great feeling. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Come on, guys, you can do better. You can do better. You can do Woo! Fantastic, fantastic. Thank you. I think I'll dance to that tune at the end of this meeting, right? Remind me. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Eric. And before I dive into the business, I think I would like to share a moment that you've just reminded me that without music, life would not make sense. In 2019, I was pregnant. I'd just moved to Nairobi. I had been dumped. I had no friends, and nothing was making sense. And every evening when I went home into that lonely house, I would start crying. But there's one thing that held me together. It's music. And my favorite tune that was always on repeat was Icho Kwadi. It's from South Africa. It's Zulu. I do not even know at that moment what it meant, but it made so much sense. It held me together. So what is that one song that if you listen to that brings you alive? Could you share that with someone next to you, guys, in just 1 minute? I know you're thinking, think quickly. Stop looking at me. Is the person next to you? The person next to you, share your favorite tune. That song that brings you alive. Even the DJ, you can tell us the song that brings you alive. Which one? I know you have a lot of tunes. I wish I could hear from the guys online. Can I see? I feel like I want to see who's online. I think I can see. Hi guys! I don't know. You can type in your favorite tune, the tune that brings you alive. We want to interact with you. Okari, Lea Minja, Priscilla Lirua. Type in that tune. Okay, guys. Hey, it was not meant to be a debate. Yes. Cool. So I'm going to pick 3 random guys to tell me not your song, but your neighbor's song and their name. So the beautiful ladies next to Mwende. I know you're looking at me like this, but it's you. Which is her favorite? Who are you talking to? Shay, or you're talking? Yeah. Which is her tune? I've told you her name. Bunt. I have Bunt. Which is that song that brings her alive?
Shall have one. In which world do you live? To tune, baby Jesus. I mean, okay. Hey, let me give it another try. The guy between, I don't want to tell you the name of the two ladies so that you tell me who you are talking to. In the black tie. Yes, what's your name?
My name is William.
William.
Yeah.
Yes. Who are you talking to? Who is her? Her? Yeah, her? Who is her? Oh, wow. He's sweating.
I don't know her name, but I know that she doesn't have any music in mind.
She doesn't have.
In circles, yeah.
Oh, music is going in. What's happening?
I'm saying she was going in circles.
She was going in.
Probably she did the same shoe.
Oh, wow. Have you thought of one? The one you love rapping? She's a rapper, by the way, guys. She can rap. Jackson, who did you talk to?
Oh, Jackson, I talked to something.
Uh-huh. Which is her song? Yes. Is it a secret, Tabitha? Okay. I thought it's Jackson who's supposed to be telling us. Jackson. What was happening? You guys were doing other things. I got you. So what's your song? Whichever you want to share. Uh-huh. Medication. Dr. Rindi? Oh, okay. Oh, fantastic. Have the guys online typed there? I can pick one. So I'll wait for Ken to tell us for the guys online. We can pick one randomly. In the meantime, I just want to appreciate our Toastmaster of the day, who Anguka nayo. Who is Anguka nayo? MC Okari is Angukaing nayo. Uh-huh.
Soak Up the Sun.
Soak Up the Sun. Who's that?
By Priscilla.
Priscilla Balirwa.
Yes.
Wow, fantastic. Soak Up the Sun. I would want to hear that one. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Ken. Eric Opon, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for going all out to make sure that this meeting was fantastic. I was feeling a bit sad though at the back. The music was playing and guys were just coming in here like, what's kind? Oh, yeah, you are not told to dance? You respond to the music. Even Paddy, hey, that song. You're supposed to show us how the people from that side do it. Hey, I'm going to put you to task, all of you. In a short while. Thank you so much. Thank you even for bringing, like, I walked in, I'm like, wow, it's a whole party. Thank you so much. Thank you to all the role takers for doing an amazing job. Let's appreciate the first time role takers. That is Kendi Mugendi, first time as a timer. Fantastic. Vanessa is the first time as grammarian. Fantastic. Well done. Selka, you've done this before. You've done this before, but we still appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Nick Sitima. Where is he? Oh my God, guys. The escort today has gone through the most. On my way here, I was at a barrio in Machakos, and we looked at the time, it was 5:10. We were like, when you use the expressway, in 20-30 minutes, we'll be here. And when we were getting into the expressway, somebody just stopped those emergency brakes, and we almost got into her. But that one we passed. 10 minutes later, at a speed of 100, we had a tire burst at a very sharp corner. Oh, yeah, but we're alive. We are here. So I'm not even sure you can see me or I can see you. I don't even have my glasses. I don't know where they are. But I'm so certain that you can hear me. And my friends, they're here. Like, guys, it was such a scare because it was at a corner and guys were speeding at 140. Everybody was hooting at us. We could not even place that emergency thing because everyone is coming at us. But we thank God. This life is so fickle. You never know. You never know. So tonight, before you leave, say hi to someone, hug someone. You don't know the kind of day they've had. The exco, they couldn't be here. I was calling Christine, where are you? She's not here. Tabitha, where are you? She's not here. I'm like, whatever will happen, it will happen. But you guys started and the meeting went on well, didn't it? Yeah. Thank you so much for being an amazing audience. I really appreciate you. And to the members, that's a challenge for you. If you're the only one in the room and the meeting has not started and the exco is not around, what should you do? Start. We are saying yes. Remember, what's our theme? Just say yes. You don't need to be ready. Come and fumble here and start the meeting because you never know what will happen next. Fine? Thank you so much. And I just want to announce a few things. We had the Division B conference. Yay! Hey, we can do better. Yay! What a fantastic conference, guys. I feel so bad you missed. It's a problem. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Ditia Maggie. Eric Opon was there. He was the MC of the day. We had area director. Oh my God, Brian Otiende. We had Paul Kaboom all the way from, imagine came all the way from Uganda for the conference. And you guys were in Nairobi. Hey, what a shame. He came miles to come and enjoy our conference. Anyway, we don't blame you. We don't blame you. Anyway, it was fantastic. We won several awards, which I want to present right now. But allow me to appreciate Kelvin Okari. Okari, I don't know whether you're in a position to put on your video. This guy put us on a map. He went and presented us at the division level in the table topics contest and the international speech contest. And he did such an amazing job, guys. So if you're here and you know Okari, there he is, Kiongo Sangukanayo. Fantastic. So Okari came in number 3 as table topics contestants, and then he came in number 2. A very tight competition, guys. He came in number 2 because it was the number 1 and number 1 were tying, and then they had to use a tiebreaker judge to get number 1 and number 2, and that's how we got Okari as number 2. And Grace Bako in the house. Grace, you can stand. Let's celebrate you. Yay! Yes, Grace Bako from Nairobi Toastmasters is the international speech winner for Division B. She'll be going to the district in Addis Ababa in May to represent our division. Yay! Yes. In the meantime, if you know Okari and you can see him here, text this guy. Don't just text it in the group. Make it personal. I remember last year when I lost at the division level, guys, I was heartbroken. You don't know the pain of losing. Hey, I cried. I cried on that. I remember I presented my speech, got my results, and I had an 8 hours flight. I cried. And the people next to me didn't know what was. I'm like, I lost. I put in so much effort. I put in so much work, and I lost. So if you know Okari, please encourage him. He may have lost this time, but he did it and he gave his best. If he allows me, I will post his speech because it was fantastic. It was fantastic. So are we going to text Okari? If you can send an M-Pesa, it will even be better. If you can send a card, it will even be better. Yes, let's appreciate him. It takes a lot of courage, right? Yeah, we celebrate you, Okari. Fantastic, great. In addition to that, the hill was also shining. Allow me about 7 more minutes, then we end. We won the Toastmasters Values Award. We came in number 2 in the division, courtesy of, before I say who knows the Toastmasters values? How many are they? 4. Which ones are they? Can you shout? Service? Someone else? The service? The second one? Eddie? Respect. Another one? Service. Integrity. Thank you, Dite Maggie. Service. We have one more. The hill. We are doing badly.
Excellent.
In the words of Dite Maggie, it is rise. We don't start with respect. What do we start with? Integrity, and then you rearrange because it is rise. So integrity, respect, service, Excellent. Will you forget? So our Vice President of Membership, Christine Ombaka, came in second in the division as having displayed the Toastmasters Values Award. Let's appreciate her. Run. Time. Yay, go boys. Hey. Well done. We're so proud of you. Yeah. Photographer, you can come closer. Don't go. Now, this lady has been discussed, I think, in every room in the division, how she manages to recruit members. So since she came into office, okay, she was there before, but from July 2024 to April 2025, she has recruited 25 new members, and that's making her the first and the best vice president in the division B. And this one is yours too. Yes, well done. Good, fantastic. By the time we were receiving this other award, we were at 8 DCP goals. This one is purely for the Hill Toastmasters. Which are the DCP goals we have achieved? Monica, goal 1? You don't know? Hey, let me choose another Hill member. Mercy, which DCP goal have we achieved? Education, yes, you're coming. Which education goal? That's membership, yes, it's a goal. Membership is, we have gotten 2 goals, adding 4 members and another 4 members. So we got 2 goals. In education, which goals are we supposed to get? Education, guys. It's completion of levels. I'm making it easy. Which levels? Sorry. Level 5, 1 person is Vanessa. DTM, yes, 1 DTM. DTM Maggie gave us 1 DTM award. Yes, fantastic. Another one? It's the easiest, where you guys are stuck. All of you are stuck there, Arnold. You're looking at me badly. You're there. You're in that category, eh? Which level are you at? Which is? Which level, guys? Which level? All of you. Guys, which level are you at? Candy, which level are you at? You don't know. Hey, Tabitha, VP, we need a tip session here. Guys don't know which levels you're at? You know. Which level are you at, Monica? Level 3. And imagine that's the only one remaining to get us to 10 over 10. Can you give it to us by the end of April? You're supposed to complete. So we are getting to 10. Yay! So we're supposed to get 4 complete level 1s, which we have achieved. Okay? And these ones came from the EXCO, guys. Appreciate the EXCO. And you're supposed to get 4 level 2s. Okay? And you're supposed to get level 3, a level 4, level 5, or DTM. And that will ensure, and also now submit the next EXCO on time. So the previous EXCO submitted our names before July, and therefore we got 1 goal. That's administration. Submitting your membership fees on time, that's a goal. That's on the treasurer. So you see, every EXCO member has a role to play to ensure that we get all the DCP goals. So right now we are at President's Distinguished at 9 over 10 goals, and we aim to get to 10 over 10 because Monica has finished her level 3. And because of that, the division has given us this award, and they also gave us a cake that we will enjoy this evening. Can we celebrate? Yeah. Yay! Last but not least, yours truly, yeah, Murima, got the innovative award. I came in first in the division. Now on to the awards of the day. The best evaluator, drum rolls, drum rolls, drum rolls. Who are the evaluators? Wait. Who are the evaluators? Somebody? Derek Mandela, Steve Amara, Paul Kabuma, DTM Maggie. Are you seeing? The Battle of the Titans. So, and the best evaluator this evening is none other than Steve Amara. Dance. Yay! How do we dance that one? Hey! Go ahead with the salsa. Hey! Hey! Fantastic. Fantastic. Hey, where's the photo? Oh. Simba. Roar. Before I move to the better speaker this evening, I want to appreciate our icebreaker for taking on her first step in Toastmasters Club. Woo! We celebrate you. Better speak of the evening. Drum roll, drum rolls, drum rolls, drum rolls. Yay! And the better speaker of the evening is none other than Monica Kafue. Dance, you dance. Hey, how do you dance that one?
Out the window and
Hey.
and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life
Hey.
out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards are, by the way they rise. So if you don't mind, I say, I can see your eyes, for a taste of whiskey. I'll give you some."
Right, thank you. Now, we've had so many visiting Toastmasters this evening. If you're a visiting Toastmaster, could you kindly stand? Let's see. Wow. Little Maggie, I wish you could see this. Can we turn it? Oh my God. How many are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hey, what's the agenda? Thank you so much. The agenda. Okay. All right, guys. We'll quickly visiting Toastmasters. We'll quickly say your name and the club you come from. Quickly.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. My name is Brian Otiende. I come from Diplo Speak Toastmasters Club, and I also serve as Area 6 Director. Thank you.
Wow. Well done. Okay, this is what we'll do. They will all say their names, and then you're going to clap for them all together. Fine? Yes.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
I go by Steve Amara, Simba Toastmasters. I also serve as the Vice President of Public
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm Asichede, but feel free to call me Shay. I come from Thika Toastmasters Club. We meet every second and fourth Wednesday and have our meeting next week. So welcome. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Paul Mwanje Kavuma is my name. Mwanje is Kenyan and Ugandan. But I'm from Uganda. My club is Muyenga Toastmasters Club, located in Kampala, Uganda. I'm also an area director for Area 22. Happy to be here.
Oh, fantastic.
everybody.
Good evening.
My name is Grace Bako, and I am the president of the Right Toastmasters. I invite all of you to our meeting next weekend, on Saturday. I'd really love to see your faces. I was very excited to be here, and I am looking forward to more.
Fantastic.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening once again.
Good evening.
My name is Njoroge Mwigwa. I'm from Nairobi Toastmasters. We had a meeting yesterday. We normally meet on the second Monday and also the fourth Monday. I'm happy to be here. And I can't wait to be here more times. Thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Yes.
Derek is my name. We meet at the day after your club meets. As simple as that.
Hey, that's bullying. Good evening.
My name is Susan Kemani. I come from Simba. We meet at the River Park Towers in Sophie every second and fourth Saturday. You're welcome, and I've had a very fun and exciting week.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
David Gray from Strathmore University Toastmasters. If you are an early bird or an early worm, we meet every second and fourth Tuesday. So that means next Tuesday in the morning, bright and early, 7:30 at Strathmore University. SBS. Karibuni sana.
Salutations.
Salutations.
Good evening. My name is pleasure being here in Portugal.
Bonjour. Eric Opon from Smart Speak Toastmasters. We meet the same time as the Hill, the first and third Tuesday of the month at Parkland Sports Club. Same time as well, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m.
Thank you for sacrificing your club and being here. We appreciate. So can we appreciate all the visiting Toastmasters? Guys, I forgot to mention that David Gray represented Area 4, which we belong to, in the evaluation contest, and he came in second. Let's appreciate you. Well done, David Gray. The evaluation award went to Rafiki. Lucy Manyara was here. President of Rafiki Toastmasters is the one who took the evaluation award, and she'll be proceeding to Addis Ababa, same as, what's her name? Sylvia Jabed. Yeah, she's the one who took the award for table topics, also from Rafiki Toastmasters, and even the online contest. You see, Rafiki, they're the people to watch, yeah? They meet the Monday before our meeting. So go and see the level of their speeches. You could steal an idea and bring it on board here. All the guests, visiting guests, could you rise? Could you join me here as we end the meeting? I'm not going to embarrass you. I promise. I don't mean to embarrass you at all. I do not mean to embarrass you, guests. Could you hurry up, please? And you're dancing. Guests. I see you at the back. Please come. Is there a guest seated next to you and they are not sure they should be here? Should we also have the DJ here? Thank you so much for visiting the Hill. Thank you, DJ. Thank you for visiting the Hill. We really appreciate that you chose to spend your evening with us. And this is where leaders are made. And I hope that you found your home, that you will not go visiting other Toastmasters unless you are ready. I know. No, wait. I know they have tried to advertise their clubs. But you see, we recruit the most members because that means there's something happening at the Hill. So you first become a member of the Hill, and then we will go visit them together. So that they don't steal you. Yeah. And to make sure that you stick here, we are giving you something fantastic to welcome you to the Hill. Welcome. Yay. Oh, and our visiting VPPR, she's representing Vivian. Thank you for being here. But then those guys at the end, the three of them, they're the people we were in the accident together. So I told them, you're not going home. Yes. So you're going to stay with me here until we close the meeting, and then you're going to tell us a story because you're way far behind time. Cool. Any announcement from the EXCO? Any announcement? If you have not renewed your membership, can you see the treasurer is raising his hands and legs? He needs you to renew. Additionally, the guest behind me, we love you. We love you so much, but there's a small fee, very small, of 300 shillings. That pay bill is being shown there. Please make sure that you submit your 300 bobbies just to appreciate you, and you also appreciate us. Fantastic. Now, the Hill members, if you don't have your tag like the president, we all know the drill. Your 200 bob, I can see there. You don't have your tag. Arnold, where is your tag? It's not supposed to be in your jacket. It's supposed to somewhere we are seeing. We can't see it. Who else doesn't have their tags? This is how we get cake and juice, guys. I know me, I don't have. Oh, in Tabitha. Yeah, but you don't have the tag. Thank you. No, we are saying this so that Sylvia can take. People have been dodging this 200 bob. So Sylvia, we have Tabitha, the president. Who else? Where is yours? We gave you. You don't have. Kendi Mogendi does not have hers. Have we given you? Not yet. Yes. Beth, you're looking down so that we don't see. Where's your tag? I like that. Beth is there. It's for the record. Leah Mwende does not. Hey, we are rich today. I love it. Thank you. And if you have not registered on that black book, guys, kindly, for the record of the club, kindly make sure that you sign your name there so that we keep a good record. The announcement from VPE Tabitha.
Thank you so much. Before I have only one announcement, but before I give it, please, I want us to stand up. Please, 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 last one, and please appreciate our incoming or acting VPE, Nick Sitima, for organizing this meeting. I'm telling you, we would not have done it without him. He is like the pillar and the rock of today, right? Everything today. Yes. Please, let us we give him the hill right.
Yes.
Exactly. 5 after 5, 4. Let me just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please. This is for this.
The emphasis. We get it.
I do not. Okay. Let's just. Otherwise, I'll start crying. Okay. 1, 2.
Fantastic. Thank you. There's another.
One last announcement is that our next meeting is on the 29th. Kindly note that April has three Tuesdays that we have an extra week whereby we can have our meetings. So our meeting will not be in May, it will be on the 29th. We will skip next week and come the other week on 29th, we will have our next meeting. It is best that we have a meeting. If it is a third week, we take advantage of that opportunity to complete our projects. Just like Madam President has said, we are almost getting to our, DCP, distinguished
president.
Yeah, goals. So please let us take advantage. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tabitha. That's our Vice President Education, and this is our IPP. He has an announcement.
Right. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Great. So I think mine is quite simple. I'll be serving as the elections chair. Now, we all know that you're supposed to bring in the new EXCO, and I believe in the last meeting, we had a panel session. It was a panel session where the EXCO expounded on their roles and what they entail. So we need members to nominate themselves, nominate each other, and the elections will be held on the 2nd. Posting the names of the elections and nominations committee members, there'll be 3 of them. You can submit your names beforehand or during the meeting when you have the elections. Please step up and take up the roles, because remember, you are the ones who run the club, you own the club, and it all rests on your shoulders. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. There being no other announcement, I call meeting number 176 of the Hill Toastmasters adjourned. Yay! Thank you. So now I would like us to give the guests an opportunity to say hi to us. What did you like about the meeting? Who invited you? But before they do that, I forgot to announce this very important gift card that was given to Nick Maro. He was not in the room during the Division B conference, but because he had registered, his name was picked in the raffle, and he won 2 coaching sessions with none other than the area director for Area 6, Brian Otiende, in the room. So Nick Maro, I think he was online. Nick, are you there? He has left? He has dropped. Yes, so this is Brian. He's also a coach. Brian, do like this. He's an amazing coach. He's an amazing coach, and his wife bakes, and Shay bakes. So you can choose whether to go to the coach or the baker or the baker. Yeah. Yeah. Coach or cake. Fantastic. So you make, he does coaching. He's an amazing coach, guys. If you're struggling with anything, not just Toastmasters, many other things, I can talk and talk and talk. Now, is yours? Tell us your name, how you found out about our meeting, and what you like. Who invited you?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
My name is Charity Mumbi. I am not yet a member of Toastmasters, but I'm looking forward to join a club. I've not yet decided which club, but I love the Hill. It is not my first time attending a Toastmasters meeting. It is actually my second time. And I came here courtesy of David Gray. He invited me to the Toastmasters meeting. What I love about the meeting today is that I am able to observe or to look at people who have this type of love for language. And language is beautiful, and depending on whichever language you use, it makes you part of a community, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to joining you guys. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Wamoyo Annie. This is my last day as a guest because it's my birthday. And today was fun because of the music and the quiz. I'm excited.
Fantastic. Welcome, Wamoyo.
All right, the president, the executives, the VIPs of the day. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. The VIPs, I think, the people who gave speeches today. And I'm happy that I was actually invited by one of them. And I think from the responses we got from the evaluators is that she performed fantastic. What I didn't know about her is that she's a storyteller. So today I had a chance to witness that. My name is Wangili. Philip is the other name. Reinsurance is my forte, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
All right, good evening.
Good evening.
My name is John Kuria. This is my first time at Toastmasters. The reason why I joined is because I've always escaped or dodged public speaking, but I think I've come to a point in my life where I know and I realize that I have to do it one way or another. So I've come here to gain the skills. It has been an amazing session. Nobody invited me. I just went and searched Toastmasters online. Where's the closest one I can get? And I found that it's within Upper Hill, and then I came here. So thank you for having me, and thank you so much.
Your name, please?
John Kuria. Everybody spoke?
Yeah. You spoke to me. You forgot to mention that. I convinced you, but send you the poster.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Dike Lady. I am from Lesotho. I learned about this club online. I am terrible at public speaking, so I just wanted to learn, and no one invited me, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Makhala Lefrenya, and already I'm shaking. I'm from Lesotho. I was with her when we were searching the closest Toastmaster club. For me, I think all the things that are written here, like grammar, timing, you name them all. So I'm here to learn as much as possible. I've had a lot of roles in my life where I couldn't just stand in front of people and express so much. I think being here will help me. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. Speaking is not my forte, but I'm so glad to be here courtesy of Lillian. Have been here before. It's always amazing to see all of you guys, to see your prowess in speaking. I'd love to do it someday. She's trying to convince me. Still at it someday. Still wrestling about it, but I'm really happy to see everyone. Yeah. And congratulations on every award. Yay.
Hi everyone. My name is Hidith Chalo. It's my first time here. I was invited by Lillian. We came in a bit late, but for the time I've been here, I've enjoyed. Looking forward to becoming a member.
Hey.
Good evening, guys.
Good evening.
I am Mercy Ivy. Today I came as an assistant for the VPPR. You've seen me moving around, and that automatically makes me a member. So I can't wait for another meeting, which will be 177. Thank you, guys.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would really like to be in the middle, but I prefer the side stage is my forte. And my name is Agnes Sarioki, and I would like to give not a speech, but just to let us all in on something. So I am here courtesy of Lillian, and I am really, really grateful to be here. You people are wonderful. Toastmasters, that's the name, right? Yeah. So, and I was looking at all of you, and I'm thinking, wow, I'd like to be that someday. And I don't think I'm doing so badly. So here's to me trying to be part of the team, and also to say, in the spirit of learning through music, hello. 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 You say hello back. We are learning through music. Yeah. So hello. Hello. Thank you. And in that, in the spirit of the same, I'd like us to stand up and celebrate one remarkable person, somebody who goes all out for people. Her energy is very contagious, and that's the reason we're here. Today is Lillian's birthday.
Oh yeah, bring her out. Bring her out.
So here is a happy birthday to Lillian. We wish that you get to interact with more people who are as infectious as you are. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lillian. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? You're not going to escape.